Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Welcome, welcome. We'll give it like another minute or two so everyone can trickle on in. I hope y'all are having a fabulous Wednesday so far. I cannot believe, y'all, it's going to be September. Insane. I cannot believe that it is already time for us to be having webinar presentations all about holiday and BFCM. I am so excited. Today is going to be so jam-packed with so many amazing tips and tricks from our expert speakers. I hope y'all are having a fantastic day. Drop in the chat where everyone is tuning in from. I am joining y'all from sunny Orlando, Florida. It's actually sunny today. It has been storming for the last 2 weeks. It's been so crazy. So we actually have some sun today, which I'm very excited about. I see Audrey joining us from New York. We have Montreal. Hello, everyone. Atlanta, Toronto. Amazing. Hello, everyone. Egypt. Oh my God, I love that. We have people joining us from all over the world. Minnesota. We got folks from Minnesota all the way to Egypt. I love it. Austin, Colombia. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. Okay, friends. So today, let's go ahead and jump right in. Today's topic for our whale watching webinar is 5 Shopify Plus tools you need to unlock Black Friday, Cyber Monday success. So we have an amazing speaker lineup joining us today. My name is Mia Healy. I'm the Director of Tech Partnerships here at Triple Whale, and I am going to be your host today. We have Sarah joining us from Okendo, Lauren from Attentive, our own Erin Watt, who will be speaking on behalf of Triple Whale, Michael joining us from Search Spring, and Christy from Recharge. Now, for anyone who is not familiar with our Triple Whale webinar series, Whale Watching, we like to spice things up. We like to keep things fun and engaging. So we have some giveaway prizes for y'all to win today. So you might be asking yourself, Mia, girl, how can I get my hands on some of these amazing gift cards, some of these amazing giveaway items? Well, the answer to that, my dear viewer, is to be engaging in that chat. I want y'all to be chatting in that chat. I want y'all to be, dropping some comments, some questions for our speakers, anything. Because the way that I'm going to be choosing our giveaway winners today is literally just by blindly scrolling through the chat. So the more engaging that you are in the chat, the more that you're sending those messages in, the more likely it is that you will be able to take home one of these amazing giveaway prizes. So keep that chat engaged. Also, it's just fun. It keeps things fun. It keeps things exciting. So we got so many ways that y'all can interact with today. We have emojis that y'all can send. We have GIFs that y'all can send. So stay engaged. It just makes things more fun. All right. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and bring up our first speaker. So everyone, joining me up on the stage now is Sarah from Okendo. Sarah is the agency partner manager at Okendo, leveraging over 2.5 years of experience in the partnerships field. Previously, Sarah was the senior partnerships manager at Prismfly, a CRO development and design agency, where she successfully built and nurtured relationships with leading agency and technology partners. Hello, Sarah, my love. How are you? Oh, I think you're muted, my dear. We can't hear you.
Apologies.
No worries at all.
I was saying I'm so good. I'm so excited to chat with everyone today.
Yes.
As you know, we're gearing up for a busy holiday season. I'm just excited
Yes.
to share some valuable insights on how to convert those surge of visitors into loyal customers and acquire new ones through the power of our super fans. So
Absolutely. And with that said, the stage is all yours, my dear. Let's go ahead and take it away.
Amazing. So a quick little intro into who we are. Kendo is a customer marketing platform designed to help brands maximize the value of their customers. So we do this by increasing lifetime value and driving long-term impact across your customer base. So we offer a suite of 5 connected products: quizzes, reviews, loyalty, referrals, and surveys, all built exclusively for Shopify and Shopify Plus brands. I'd say what sets us apart is our focus on driving measurable revenue We're laser focused on helping you achieve the highest possible ROI, which is why we're trusted by over 12,000 of the fastest growing brands in the Shopify ecosystem. Typically, if you've ever bought anything online, there's a high probability that you've interacted with someone on Okendo. We also partner with some of the best tech apps in the space, such as Google and Recharge and TikTok, so you can seamlessly integrate Okendo into your existing tech stack. So our main mission is to help brands grow by transforming shoppers into superfans. So these are your loyal customers who consistently engage with your brand, return to your site, and advocate for you. So you can cultivate superfans through reviews, loyalty programs that reward engagement, referral programs, and personalized experiences using tools like our Net Promoter Score surveys and quizzes. So how do you convert more shoppers during Black Friday, Cyber Monday? So one effective method that we found is through implementing a quiz on your site. A quiz just personalizes the shopping experience by matching products to customers' preferences, which is highly valuable for customers during the holiday season as they're sorting through, all these different products. It also allows you to collect zero-party data for personalized marketing campaigns later on. So we actually found that personalization can drive a 10 to 15% increase in revenue. So for example, one of our clients, Beauty of Joseon, used our quiz tool to ask their customer questions about their skin type, preferred products, skincare routines. This resulted in a 248x ROI, a 87% quiz completion rate, and a 90% reduction in customer service inquiries. So after your customer has found a product, the next step to convert them into a buyer is through establishing strong social proof. So this is where showcasing robust reviews of the product comes into play. So for instance, let's take a look at the makeup brand Ilia. Let's say I have, combination skin and a warm undertone. I naturally be drawn to Alexa's response here, but conversely, if I had dry skin and a neutral warm undertone, I'd be more interested in Isabella's experience. So this just illustrates how combining these features allows shoppers to visualize the product on themselves. And this personalized approach is especially effective during high traffic periods like the holidays, boosting conversions by giving customers the confidence to complete their purchase. So we actually found that 99% of consumers read reviews while shopping online. And I know I'm definitely part of that 99%. I know whenever I'm shopping for a product, the first thing that I do is go and look for the reviews. So another great example is Vegamore, a hair care client who switched from Yotpo to Okendo. So using Okendo reviews, they found that 21% of all revenue was influenced by people reading reviews, leading to a 277% increase in conversions. So after converting your holiday shoppers with quizzes and reviews, the best next step would be to implement a loyalty program in order to retain those customers. So we found that 77% of consumers say that they are more likely to remain loyal to a brand if it offers a compelling loyalty program. So as Black Friday, Cyber Monday is approaching, your customers are likely to be spending more than usual. So this just makes it an ideal time to have a loyalty program in place to retain both new and existing customers. So by offering customizable rewards, discounts, and perks through a tiered system, you can encourage those repeat purchases and foster long-lasting relationships. And our approach is really to focus on increasing that customer lifetime value while reducing acquisition costs. We just achieve this by keeping customers engaged not only through their on-site experience, but also by using data profiles to personalize their journey, ensuring that they feel recognized and encouraged to return. So Dixon, an apparel brand that we work with, turned to Okendo looking for a way to create an engaging loyalty program after a failed attempt to launch with Smile. So our team helped them design a customized program with VIP tiers to encourage repeat customers and branding that resonated with their identity, such as calling members DILF members, which is kind of funny, standing for Dixon Insider Loyalty Fam. So in just 24 hours of launching with Okendo, Dixon gained 5,000 members. Over time, they ended up achieving a 16x ROI and a 12% increase in average order value for members compared to non-members, showing the impact of a tailored loyalty experience. So lastly, after converting and retaining customers, you want to make sure you're tapping into your super fans to help drive acquisition following the holidays. So 37% of people are highly influenced to purchase based on family and friend recommendations. I know I'm definitely part of that 37%. And referrals convert 4 times higher than the average rate of all acquisition channels. Now, as the holiday season winds down and a new year begins, leveraging a referral program can be a strategic move to bring in new customers through the power of existing ones, all while keeping acquisition costs low. So, one of the ways to do this is by creating a dedicated landing referral page where customers can earn and redeem rewards for referring friends. This also integrates seamlessly with our reviews tool. So if a customer leaves, let's say like a 4 or 5 star review, you can prompt them to refer a friend, turning their positive experience into new business. And this approach just scales word of mouth marketing, lowers that acquisition cost, and encourages repeat businesses through referral rewards. So the last example I want to share with you is our client, the College & Co. So aiming for growth, they transitioned from Yotpo to Okendo referrals. By designing a referral landing page and sending referral requests to their loyal customers, they saw a 20x ROI in the first 90 days of launching the program and a 9.7% conversion rate. Now, in order to put these strategies into action, we have an exclusive offer we'd like to provide to help you get ready ahead of Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So we're offering 3 months free on all Okendo products on monthly or annual terms if you sign up before September 30th. So if you're interested in this offer, or feel free to message me in the chat or send an email to me and we can set up a call.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that, Sarah. And feel free to drop in your email into the chat so that if anyone has any questions for you, whether that be about Okendo or for setting up their reviews and loyalty platform, they'll be able to reach out to you. And with that said, before I let you go, we're going to go ahead and choose your giveaway winner. So let's go ahead and scroll through here. Okay, our winner for today is Lauren Winker. Congratulations, Lauren. You are going to be taking home a $75 Milk Bar gift card courtesy of Okendo. I am so jealous of that giveaway item. So, yay! Congratulations, Lauren.
Thanks, everybody.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Sarah. We'll chat soon. Okay, friends, we are going to keep things rolling. So next, joining me up on stage, we have Lauren from Attentive. So everyone, Lauren is the Senior Partner Manager at Attentive with over a decade of a super impressive experience in technology and agency partnerships across a wide variety of different industries. Hello, Lauren. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. Super excited to be here.
Yes, we're so excited that you're joining us today. Go ahead and pull up your screen and I will hand over the stage to you. I'm super excited to hear your presentation today.
Great. All right. Everyone see that okay? Thumbs up? Yep, perfect. Okay, awesome. Hi, everyone. I'm Lauren. I'm a tech partnerships manager here at Attentive. Super excited to chat with y'all about how you can win at Black Friday, Cyber Monday through the power of personalized messaging and everyone's favorite topic, AI. So for those of you who are or might not be familiar with Attentive, we are the leading AI-powered SMS and email marketing service, and we service over 8,000 brands today. Really crazy stat, in 2023 last year, we drove over $20 billion in revenue for our customers, and that number is only increasing. And while most of you might know us as an SMS marketing platform, our mobile-first strategy really drove us to also venture into email. That has been best in class in deliverability, and we have an incredible suite of list growth tools that not only help you increase and develop your audience, but also help you create really personalized and meaningful messages for your shoppers. But we are 93 days away from Black Friday. I actually counted. If that's freaking anyone out, let me know in the chat. But I wanted to chat with like what some of the ways are that personalization can help you knock it out of the park and why you should start starting to plan now. And I think when thinking about Black Friday, I wanted to kind of take a step back and look at what were some of the things we noticed last year that might help us inform our strategy this year. So another crazy stat, shoppers generated or spent $9.6 billion online, which was a 3.8 increase from last year, which is crazy. And of those 8,000 brands I mentioned that are on Attentive today, those generated over 1.8 billion of revenue during Cyber Week. And one of the things we've been seeing since the pandemic is that with all of this noise, with this massive amount of shopping activity, the real division between those who are kind of winning and losing at Black Friday are really distinguishing themselves by understanding their audience and being able to have a really cohesive and smart messaging strategy. And a lot of successful retailers are starting to really optimize that and take the guesswork out by using AI and personalized content to meet their customers' needs during that shopping season. So a couple of really kind of key takeaways from 2023 was that message volume peaked a lot earlier. Brands are starting to message to their audience earlier, with obviously all of that really kind of hitting a crescendo or that highest send day on Black Friday. We also saw a really importance of like sending those personalized messages that are based on real-time behavior, event data, and like purchase behavior data that will lead to like those more personalized experiences and higher conversion rates. And then I'm sure you guys all expected this, but AI was also a big player in last week's Cyber Monday, and we're only expecting that to ramp up and see a lot more of those strategies utilized this year. And so to just kind of talk about timing, like what did the week look like for Black Friday? You'll see a graph on the left, and what that's really kind of showing is text and email and the click-through rate and the conversion rate that we kind of saw through the week leading up to Cyber Monday. And a couple kind of key takeaways, won't spend a ton of time on this, was that message rates kind of like steadily increased as we kind of got to that Thanksgiving period, and then Black Friday really kind of hit that high point. But then they really kind of stayed above, especially SMS, stayed above that like 30% conversion rate throughout the weekend, which is good news. On the email side, we see that being a little bit lower, but still those automated emails still reach a 23% conversion rate on Black Friday. And then if we take a magnifying glass and look at like, okay, like what are the message volumes and when are those conversion rates really happening on those like key days? We can kind of see when the most popular send times and conversions happen for both SMS and email. And please take a screenshot of this slide, take it away, and you can look at it in more detail. I'm just going to kind of highlight a couple key trends. One was that like for SMS, we're seeing that the most popular send times were a little bit earlier on the day, specifically kind of Black Friday, Thanksgiving, and Cyber Monday, with those conversions kind of happening in that early afternoon, like early evening. While email, which was really interesting, is some of those send times happened a lot later, and the conversion rates were actually kind of peaking at like the wee hours of the night and early morning. Um, and remember, when you're thinking about send times for your SMS messages, if you're thinking about sending an MMS or a multimedia message, those can be a lot slower during peak hours during this season, which is around 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern. So if you have like an urgent message, make sure you're always using SMS or timing your SMS kind of outside of those peak hours. And the next trend, which I think Okendo pit pressed on this. I think you're going to hear this a lot, but that's because it's so important, is personalization. There's so much noise that happens during Cyber Week and Black Friday. So, the best tool you have in your toolbox to cut through all the clutter and the messaging is really being able to send those personalized messages. And we also saw like that was backed up by the fact that personalization was driving a lot better results for our clients. We saw that, brands that were really utilizing those personalized shopping experience, triggered journeys, really thoughtful segmentation, were able to recover 148 million in abandoned cart and also achieve really, much better conversion rates. And again, no surprise to everyone, this is the biggest buzzword of the past few years, but there's a lot of data to show that AI is here to stay. So we need to talk about it. Nearly 50% of Attentive customers were using at least one AI feature last year during Cyber Week. And we saw that those customers ended up sending over 200 million texts with AI. And we also saw that across the board, these features are really helping drive better click-through rates than messages that didn't have AI as part of the equation. So this is a really great indication that shoppers are also getting a lot more comfortable with engaging in AI. And so what are some of the ways we can like put some of these trends, some of these insights into action? One of my I think one of my favorite features and something that is not even AI related, but can also help inform your AI strategy. And Sarah also mentioned something like this as well, but I'm going to kind of throw the SMS version, is collecting all that zero party data. And the good news is that we found that 49% of consumers will provide their shopping preferences in order to receive more customized product recommendations. So we have two kind of great examples of how brands are doing this. The first is Victoria Beckham, the second is Zales. And what they did is really like incorporate polls and quizzes into their messaging strategies. And what this does is kind of create that personalized two-way conversation that you really can only get with SMS, not necessarily with email. You can see Victoria Beckham was kind of saying, hey, tell us what you're most interested about hearing. And as you collect that data in the lead up to Black Friday, you can use that to kind of continue to nurture and make sure that you're providing those really customized experiences. And then Zales also, I think this one's so clever, especially since it's such a big gifting holiday. Asked like, what type of gift are you looking for? And really, made it engaging so that they could kind of share and then get that personalized recommendation, taking some of that guesswork and overwhelmedness that sometimes shoppers get. And then personalization is going to be really crucial, but achieving that at scale is really difficult. There's so much data to sift through. You have so many subscribers, so many events, and this is where AI can really kind of take that guesswork out and help you do personalization at scale. We know that 68% of consumers will switch their loyalty from a brand to a more personalized experience. Consumers want the more tailored messages. They don't really love the bash and blast. They want to feel like they're known by their brands. So this is again where AI can really help. But as you're kind of thinking about it, you want to make sure we're incorporating it early and testing some of those strategies early. And with 93 days until Black Friday, think about kind of testing some of your AI powered campaigns or journeys in the lead up now. And if you are an attentive customer today, I'm sure you know, but there are newly launched AI products, AI Pro and Journeys that you can trial in the lead up to Black Friday, Cyber Monday. But if you're not, there's still some like really great strategies that you can take from this. And like drop in the chat if you've like started to use AI, like tell me what you're doing. I would love to kind of hear what some of the strategies you're already incorporating. And so as we mentioned, like last year was a really big one for AI and like over half of our customers were using one AI product. But some of the benefits you can think of and like when you're thinking about some of the challenges you're facing today, if you have a small team, this is where AI can really help you save time. It's hard to create a lot of customized journeys so that can really kind of help bring those recommendations and like streamline your efforts a lot more and ensure you're hitting the right audience at the right moment and you're also hitting the right tone for your brand. And then, using AI is also showing like the proof is in the pudding. We're seeing 124% lift in revenue for folks using Attentive AI. So I'm going to hop into a couple of examples of how brands are using it today and what the results are seeing. But if you have questions after, I'm going to go through these quite quickly. One is Little Sleepies. We love this brand. They were really looking to create higher performing SMS journeys and campaigns. So they chose Attentive AI to help them better identify their most valuable subscribers. And again, I talked about first party data. They really started by collecting that first party or zero party and first party data, so behavioral information around their signups, other touch points on their web traffic. And Attentive AI was able to take all of that data and help them identify those high purchase intent subscribers while also excluding the less engaged subscribers. And what this did was allow them to send more triggered messages and ultimately led to a 30% boost in incremental revenue, which is incredible. And then the second example I'll share, I think this one's kind of a really great example of how our identity AI, which is part of our AI Pro suite, can really help identify more subscribers. Is basically this is Thread, sorry. They were looking to kind of increase the identification of their on-site visitors to help grow their email revenue. We know that with cookies going away, it's become very difficult. So what identity AI really does is allow you to compliantly recognize more subscribers across different devices beyond the traditional cookies lifespan. And then Thread was able to identify a larger portion of their site traffic and then send additional follow-up messages. So they were able to increase their volume of recognized visitors and send 18% more triggered emails, which then generated 14% more incremental email revenue, which is fantastic. And lastly, there's so much planning and so many resources that are available that I can't go into today, but I did want to include, we just released our complete Black Friday Cyber Monday archive. It is super jam-packed with inspiring campaigns, resources, tips, additional kind of information on best times to send, and example text to get you inspired. So please go ahead and scan that QR code. But if you have any questions on Attentive AI or some of the personalization features I shared, feel free to reach out to me in the chat. I'd be happy to support. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Lauren. Please definitely drop the link to that archive in the chat because I myself want to grab that. That sounds so amazing. And before I let you go, we actually have a couple questions come through and something that I'm curious about as well, because we have a couple people joining us that actually haven't set up SMS yet for their brand. And I think a really good question that I think you could provide some insight on would be, in your opinion, what is one of your favorite messaging tactics to really help brands stand out from the crowd now?
Oh my gosh. So I think one of the really unique pieces that SMS provides that other messaging platforms don't is the real two-way conversation and the fact that you are getting in the inbox. So any way that you can kind of create those two-way conversations is going to be really impactful, and you're going to be kind of utilizing that tool to the best of its ability. I kind of went through some polls and quizzes, but we also have ways to incorporate concierge and integrate some of your tools there so that when there's questions, you can actually have that two-way conversation via text, which is incredible. And then, in terms of, how we can engage specifically for Black Friday, start texting and messaging your audience earlier, collecting those insights so that you can nurture that along the way. I think Black Friday marketing can start much earlier than the week before. So give them teasers. One of our brands does this incredible thing, which is with their most loyal and engaged guests, kind of send sneak peeks and early access. Another great way to kind of message and target a really, core high spending group, build loyalty and drive sales.
Exactly. Brand awareness, that level of brand awareness is so crucial and important to have months in advance before Black Friday, Cyber Monday. You're really investing beforehand so that when the holidays do come around, you're maximizing the amount of conversions and revenue that you maybe wouldn't have had without doing that brand awareness. So I completely agree. And now let's go ahead and choose your giveaway winner. So everyone, Attentive is going to be giving away a $75 Uber gift card. I love that. So we're just going to go ahead and scroll on through. And our winner for today is Brianna Walsman. Congratulations, Brianna. You are taking home a $75 Uber gift card courtesy of Attentive. Amazing. Thank you so much for joining us today, Lauren. We'll chat soon. Okay, friends, let's do a quick vibe check. How is everyone feeling? Go ahead and drop in the chat how you're feeling so far, what the vibe is. If you are enjoying today's webinar, please let us know. Okay, so next joining us up on the stage, we have our very own from Triple Whale, Erin Watt. Erin is our Senior Tech Partner Manager here at Triple Whale. Hello, Erin. How are you doing, gorgeous?
Hi, I'm doing great. We have such a lively chat. It has been so much fun to talk to everyone and hear everybody's thoughts on different practices and try new things. I'm just getting so much insight from learning from things on the chat as well. So we've had also great presentations. So yeah, it's been great.
The vibes have been good. I'm really enjoying it. So go ahead and pull up your presentation, my dear, and the stage is all yours.
For sure. Let me get this up. All right. Is everybody able to see my slide deck? Thumbs up. We're good. Perfect. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Mia, for the intro. As Mia mentioned, my name is Erin Watt, and I am one of the tech partner managers here at Triple Whale. And I am tuning in from Toronto, Canada. So as always, I do love to give a little special shout out to our fellow Canadians joining us. I saw a couple of people from Montreal, but also welcome to everyone else from all around the world. It is so wonderful to have you here. And I know this is a crazy thought because we're still dealing with frizzy hair and sweat-drenched clothing. But as we all know, the biggest shopping season of the DTC year is just around the corner. And with BFCM fast approaching, I'm here to share some tips to help you unlock that BFCM success, along with some actual takeaways that you can start implementing right away. But before I dive into all of that, let's address a question that may be on some of your minds. What exactly is Triple Whale? So the way that I see Triple Whale is your e-commerce BFF. It's really your ride or die companion, here to celebrate your business's successes and to help you tackle those unforeseen challenges of your online store. So Triple Whale is an all-in-one analytics tool that consolidates all of your data into one user-friendly centralized dashboard. It also integrates with major ad channels and platforms. So think Shopify, BigCommerce, Google, Meta, and tools like Okendo and Recharge, so that it can provide you with a really holistic view of who your customers are, where they came from, what they bought, and of course, how much it actually costs to acquire them. So Triple Whale is today proudly the source of truth for 20,000 plus stores. And here are just a few of our amazing brands that we get to work with daily, achieving some really impressive results as a Triple Whale customer. So brands like Milk Bar, Doe Lashes, Avi, and Portland Leather are just a few examples. And if anybody here would like to learn more about their success, or maybe even explore other brands, we do have a whole section of case studies on our website, which I'm also happy to share with you. Okay. So now that we're familiar with Triple Whale, let's jump into the exciting portion of today's presentation. Wait, did anybody just hear that? I think that's opportunity knocking. So as the biggest sales event of the year approaches, every D2C business owner knows it can make or break the year. So I'm asking everybody here, are you fully leveraging past data to maximize future profits? So everyone can kind of put a yes, a no in the chat. Are you guys leveraging past data to maximize your future profits? Now, if not, don't worry. At Triple Whale, we have analyzed e-commerce ad performance for over 11,000 shops on Triple Whale during Black Friday, Cyber Monday 2023. And we've also identified some key strategies for mastering this upcoming holiday season. So we've done a deep dive into the data, so you don't have to, providing you with more insights to maximize revenue, refine marketing efforts, and also prepare you for that busiest shopping season of the year. So let's jump into it. Okay, so we are going to take a bit of a page out of Attentive's book. We're going to dive back into some past data so we can kind of best understand best practices for this year. So when we look back at 2023, despite on economic uncertainties in last year, we did see that many D2C brands saw growth during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and our Black Friday, Cyber Monday retrospective report also revealed a shift in consumer behavior. So we actually saw that 60% of purchases were made by new customers, which was about like a 1.4 increase from 2022. So this just suggests that more consumers are waiting for Black Friday, Cyber Monday to actually make their first purchase with known brands. Now, for smaller brands, this actually provides a really significant opportunity because we're thinking that brands that are making about just under $1 million annually, they actually saw almost a 7% increase in new customer sales during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, with new customers accounting for 75% of total sales. So targeting new customers could be really highly beneficial depending on your business growth stage. And some more data that we have revealed in our report. No surprise here. We found that Meta and Google dominated ad spend, comprising about 95% of total ad budgets. However, Google Ads costs did rise significantly, with Google Ads CPA increasing about 31% and CPM increased about 21% compared to 2022. And as a result, many brands are now have reduced their ad spend on Google, shifting their budgets towards more cost-effective channels. Our data also revealed that Meta saw a slight boost in return on ad spend, but TikTok really did emerge as the standout with a 58% year-over-year growth in ROAS and about an 89% increase in conversion value. So with these insights in mind, it is essential to use data-driven strategies to guide your BFCM 2024 preparations. And as promised, today I'll also share 4 different ways that you can leverage last year's data to inform this year's strategy. Okay, so today we'll explore strategies that will optimize your ad spend across channels. We'll also learn how to leverage early brand awareness campaigns, discuss how to expand your affiliate and referral programs, and lastly, we'll also review ways to refine your SMS and email marketing, all of this to help you to maximize your profits this holiday season. So first, let's explore optimizing your ad channels across your ad spend across channels. Okay, so while most advertisers still rely on platforms like Meta and Google, it is critical to analyze your data to ensure that you're using the most cost-effective channels for your brand. So although Google Ads remains a key player, we did see that last year's data shows that it's becoming a lot less cost efficient. In contrast, some brands really have found a lot of success on emerging platforms like TikTok. And as we saw, TikTok saw that 17% increase in ad spend year over year, with its share of conversion value soaring to about almost 90%. So while TikTok did gain a lot of traction, unfortunately, platforms like Pinterest and Snapchat did see a significant drop in budgets year over year. So with conversion values also declining with Google, which was down by 18%, Pinterest by 27%, and Snapchat by a significant 73%. These shifts just really suggest that advertisers are moving towards a more efficient platform like Meta and TikTok, while the effectiveness of others such as Snapchat and Pinterest have also decreased. Okay, so regardless of all the data that I'm showing everyone today, the optimal ad spend across channels will vary by brand. And I want to make that super, super clear because making it really just essential to evaluate your ad attribution carefully. Now, tools like Triple Whale's attribution tool will allow you to track real-time performance of each channel. So with our triple attribution model, you can actually pinpoint which channels and specific ads are driving the most conversions. And then Triple Whale also offers comparative analysis, helping you to determine which channels deliver the best ROI and also where to cut your spending for maximum impact. All right, so up next, we are going to review how to leverage early brand awareness campaigns. So as mentioned earlier, consumer behavior is shifting with more customers making their first purchase during the holiday season. So this trend does highlight the importance of early brand awareness campaigns just to build recognition for your brand and also your core products ahead of those big sale events. So an ongoing trend that we've seen year over year and more with brands is expanding their sales into earlier November. So by establishing strong brand awareness well before the sales period, you can actually better convert new customers during the holiday season. And if you're all sitting there wanting a little bit of help on how to build an effective brand awareness campaign, tools like Triple Whale's Creative Cockpit can be invaluable for designing and optimizing your efforts before you actually get into that really big sales period. So Creative Cockpit analyzes the performance of different creatives across channels, helping you to identify which assets resonate the most with your audience. So by starting your campaigns in Q3, you can actually test variable approaches and also refine your strategy based on the insights provided by Creative Cockpit. Okay, and on to our next one. So now let's discuss the importance of expanding your affiliate and referral programs before the holiday season begins. So taking a page out of Okendo's book right now. So we actually analyzed the data from Black Friday Monday in 2023. And another big trend that really stand out to us is that customer referrals are on the rise. So we actually saw that 11.5% of post-purchase survey responses indicated that they were actually referred by a friend. Now, this really highlights the growing importance of referral programs. Why does this matter? Well, it's going to help you to expand your affiliate. By expanding your affiliate and referral programs, this will broaden your reach to potential new customers. By developing these programs ahead of the big events, you'll have a larger, more engaged audience ready to market to when the big sale begins. And also remember, existing customers also make the best advocates for your brand. So if they love your product, creating a referral program that makes it easy for them to share with their friends and family and followers is going to also help them get the word about the products and also expand your growing customer base. And continuing on the topic of leveraging your existing customers as brand advocates. So Love this example from the Pod Company. They are an at-home ice bath provider. A really great example of a brand that simplifies the referral program process by providing a referral link on the order confirmation page, just really reducing friction and encouraging word of mouth. Also, offering a little small cash incentive can just really further motivate referrals with your brand advocates as well too. And then finally, so now we're going to kind of just focus on your affiliate and influencer program. And when it comes to your affiliate and influencers, it really is essential to have the right tools to track which affiliates or influencers are driving new customers to your brand. So Triple Whale's Affluencer Hub really makes this process super seamless. So the Affluencer Hub allows you to easily monitor and also analyze the performance of these partners. So by identifying which affiliates resonate most with your target customers, you can actually strategically expand your reach by partnering with similar affiliates. So this approach will enable you to stack your audience and build momentum ahead of Black Friday, Cyber Monday, ensuring you're fully prepared to maximize your impact during the big holiday season. And lastly, our final insight today, we're going to be taking a page out of Attentive's book. We'll discuss the importance of refining your SMS and email marketing campaigns before we head into Q4. So focusing on customer retention is not only easier, but it's so much more cost effective than acquiring new customers. So engaging customers who are already familiar with your brand is a really powerful way to boost results during key periods, like our Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So you might be wondering, what are the best ways to create, effective retargeting campaigns? Well, the answer is super, super simple. You want to create custom segments for your SMS and email marketing. So these custom segments are essential because tailored messages are more relevant and personal, naturally leading to higher engagement rates and also conversion rates. So this is where Triple Whale's smart customer data platform really becomes a game changer. It just allows you to create rich, dynamic audiences that are automatically updated based on customer activity, such as purchase behavior or the use of specific marketing channels. So for example, consider an audience of loyal customers who haven't made a purchase in a few months. By creating a segment from this group and targeting them with personalized SMS or email campaigns, you can significantly enhance your return during those bigger event periods. And as discussed, one effective strategy to target loyal customers who haven't made purchases in a few months. But you can also get really creative by segmenting even cart abandoners and crafting campaigns that send friendly SMS reminders with personalized offers, effectively incentivizing them to actually complete their purchase. So once again, by creating that personalized SMS or email campaign for these groups, you can re-engage and also maximize returns. I have also included a couple examples from actually attentive customers who really just excelled in the re-engagement messaging by offering tailored incentives that resonated with their specific segments and those interests. So this just making their audience just more likely to open the message and also then take action as well too. So I know there is a lot of information to take in from that presentation. So the big TLDR from today's presentation, as we approach the biggest sales event of the year, that could be a big game changer for your business. It's just so important to be leveraging past data so that you can refine your strategies, you can optimize ad spend, enhance brand awareness, and of course, strengthen customer retention efforts. So our big key takeaways: you want to ensure that you're making data-driven decisions. So analyze past performance to guide your Black Friday, Cyber Monday 2024 strategies. Ensure you're optimizing your ad spend. So focus on cost-effective channels like Meta and TikTok. You want to be focusing on early brand awareness. So start campaigns early to capture those first-time buyers. You also want to expand your referral and affiliate programs. So you want to start expanding these programs now so that you can maximize reach and engagement. And then lastly, refine your SMS and email marketing campaigns. And this will just help you to create more personalized campaigns, also with the help of using custom segments that will help you boost retention and re-engagement. So if you do have any questions about Triple Whale, or if you are interested in trying out Triple Whale, feel free to talk to me in the chat. I'll stick around, or you can also email me at erinwatt@triplewhale.com. And I know I'm so over time, but just really quickly, I also do have another little offer. If you are unsure whether or not Triple Whale is the right fit or maybe you're facing some budget constraints for expanding your tech stack, please consider exploring Trip Whale's free analytics tool, Founders Dash. It just will allow you to dive into the data without any cost and will also give you a taste of what Trip Whale has to offer. I will provide the link to Founders Dash if anyone's interested in actually signing up.
Beautiful. That was amazing. You have sparked many a conversation.
I felt like I was talking a mile a minute because I knew how long my presentation was. So I am sorry if I
No, you were
quickly
great.
went through everything, everyone. Just wanted to get as much information out there as I possibly could in my time slot. So
No, you were great. We were chatting it up. You sparked so many amazing conversations and questions and comments. So fantastic job. I know that everyone, Erin just dropped the link in the chat for Founders Dash. It is a 1000% completely free dashboard for you to start tracking and centralizing your brand's Shopify and web analytics. So definitely try that out. It is amazing. And again, totally free. So no harm, no foul. So before I let you go, Erin, we are going to go ahead and choose the giveaway winner for our $100 Visa gift card. So we are going to scroll on through here. And everyone, our winner today is Emily Pichet. I hope I pronounced that right. Emily, congratulations. You are taking home a $100 Visa gift card. Yay. Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Erin. We will chat soon.
thank you.
Okay, friends. Next up, we have joining us on the stage, Michael from SearchSpring. Everyone, Michael is the Senior Director of Product and Technology at SearchSpring with nearly a decade of extensive experience in engineering and technology leadership. Hello, Michael. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you very much.
Yes,
Very
thank you. Thank you for
entertaining.
joining us.
The string of presentations so far have been really good. It was really nice to meet everyone backstage first, and the Foley effects out of Aaron with opportunity knocking. I found this
Yes.
change jar. I'm gonna try and incorporate. That's the money. I'm gonna try and get that in somewhere.
I love it. I love it. I love how we're incorporating extra sound effects today and just like other elements. So I'm so here for it.
Right.
And with that said, Michael, the stage is all yours.
Thank you. Great. All right. Hi, everyone. Thank you very much. My name is Michael Longauer, as you can see from the slide here, and I'm Senior Director of Product and Technology. Well, and I'm a Product and Technology Evangelist at SearchSpring. As a bit of a wildcard edition, I actually have 10 years of engineering background. I'm not in marketing or sales. And what I'm here to talk about is, I guess, SearchSpring. I'll introduce you to who we are. But just to talk about in 10 years of working behind the scenes on BFCM as a search provider, powering e-commerce sites, what are the things that I've seen? What have I learned? What are the things that I would emphasize are really important, just in a really meat and potatoes sense? Um, Behind the scenes, we turn into NASA. There's this big command center because we know that during BFCM, every minute that your site's not available, or hour, God forbid, you're hemorrhaging money. Everyone is. So that's the most important thing, is making things are up and working and performant, and your shoppers can buy the things that they want to buy. So to talk a little bit about SearchSpring, just to introduce us, we are an all-in-one sort of drop-in enhancement for the things you might see. Here we're talking about Shopify, but for an e-commerce search platform solution. We offer search and merchandising and product discovery, of course, and data services, but also a personalization engine and recommendations, email messaging, and a lot of the great things that we've seen here today with these very cool and specialized tools that people are bringing in to enhance aspects of your marketing and creating conversion opportunities, engagement, and customer loyalty, and so on. So we're a little more holistic. I couldn't possibly go through it all in 10 minutes. So I'm just going to tell you, what I think about, just making sure that you can get the products you need sold at this most critical time of year. And I don't know, let's just hop into it. So I think right at the beginning, right, if you think about your site, really nothing can happen if your site's not available. And that might seem sort of like an elemental and obvious thing. But if your site goes down, your shoppers will attempt to reach that site, see that they can't, and immediately go somewhere else. You've immediately lost that customer journey right at the onset. If your site is up, but your products aren't available, whoever your search partner isn't able to field your request for whatever reason, and even just that one request doesn't populate a page for them, then you've lost that customer's attention. It is supremely fundamentally important that you're able to put products in front of your customers at all. And to do that, site uptime should be something that you really think about going into BFCM. Now, if you're not technical and that isn't really your area of your business, and you're probably partnered with a company like SearchSpring, who's going to be providing these services for you. At SearchSpring, we do a lot to scale up our infrastructure. Months of planning. We're already taking steps right now to prepare for Black Friday and make sure that we're able to handle the load, because we know that there's no more important time of year, and there's no time more likely that your search will fail because it's under more stress and load than it ever is. Last Black Friday, we fielded over 7 billion requests for products, and all of them. We had 0 downtime minutes, which is critically important to us. That's as much as we might get in a month, in a very, very busy month, especially during that sort of Black Friday, Christmas period where something like 70% of all retail takes place. So yeah, I would say engage your partner, or if you're doing it yourself, make sure you think about that. Scale up your infrastructure and get ready for that surge in traffic. And engage your search partner. Make sure they have a plan too. They should be able to break that plan down for you and help advise you on steps you can take on your end, just to make sure that you're successful from the get-go. I would also scale up operation. Like if you're fulfilling your own orders, for example, then make sure you're ready to fulfill a lot of orders. Again, it might seem obvious, but not everyone has that outsourced. And again, once again, maybe check with those partners as well and make sure that they're ready for the number of orders coming through the. I'm going to ignore questions for now. Sorry. I'll come back to them at the end. Make sure they're ready to take on and do what needs to be done to make sure your customers get the products they're excited to buy in a timely fashion. You don't have cancellations or anything like that. Just on the topic of mobile or site implementation in general, more and more shopping is, I think, over half now. The statistics now are over half of all shopping is happening on mobile. We're seeing a lot of talk in the chat about TikTok and Instagram, and how like a lot of the ways that your customer is going to land on your site is going to be through these ads on these social media apps. It's going to be through SMS. So therefore, look at your site. Make sure that it is mobile ready. Go through it yourself on your phone, on different device things in DevTools on Chrome. Because if that's not an enjoyable, let alone functional experience, that's over half of your potential conversion opportunity basically at the window. So a good thing to check. Just check these boxes early. You still have time. So data. And when I talk about optimizing data, I'm really thinking about your product's catalog data. It's always time to look at your catalog data and think about how you could be enriching it to make it more appealing or accessible to your shoppers. And I'm talking to the shoppers who are on your site and they're engaging, your categories and your collections in the case of Shopify, which I think a lot of us here would be thinking in the context of. If I have just fairly simplistic product data that I haven't configured well, it doesn't feature a lot of key terms or synonyms. At SearchSpring, we have a lot of merchandising tools you can do to create more and more discovery pathways to a product. We have AI-assisted tools which will do that for you, both in terms of extracting and summarizing things from fields or a holistic impression of your document or product, and say, hey, I'm looking at this, and these look like vegan leather shoes. I found that somewhere. I'm going to make sure that if someone searches for vegan leather shoes, this can be discovered. There are a lot of cases, and I could show you, where if I go on a customer site and I search for vegan leather shoes, nothing comes up. But with using natural language processing, that's what we've done at SearchSpring. That providers will have their own version of that, I assume. But now all of a sudden we get something like 80, 90 results. And at the end of it, thematically, to the last point, if you're not putting products in front of your customers, they don't have an opportunity to buy, even if they want to. They're on your site explicitly looking for things. They want to give you money. So don't deny them that privilege. Make sure you're putting a lot of options in front of them all the time, no matter what they're putting in. And enriching your data with a lot of relevant terms is going to help you do that. That said, right, there's such a thing as bloating your data past the point of what's optimal for site performance. You don't want it to be really, really slow. You really want that response time to be good for a number of different reasons, one of which being SEO, which I'm going to come back to later. SearchSpring, we have an ETL pipeline where we'll pull things directly from Shopify. We also have 13 other platforms that we work with, or we can pull in a custom feed. And we'll draw that in, clean it up, make sure it's optimized for search. We're only indexing the things that are relevant to your search and then it comes back super speedy. We're really proud to have that sub 150 millisecond watermark for timing. It's the 200 millisecond is sort of the point in our industry where if it takes that long to build a request, you're doing something wrong. So being on average well below that is a huge win for us, and really helps the scoring on your website for things like Google crawlers and your site exposure in search engines. Yeah, so anyways, we clean up that data and then we index it in a way that's great for you and your business. And you really want to make sure you're keeping price and inventory up to date and synced across channels. And I guess I'll focus more on your site search partner. If you go to PLP and a price changed, or something says, hey, it's running low, buy this now, and then your customer clicks on it on the product listing page, but then they go to the detail page and it's it. That's frustrating for your customer. You don't want them to commit to buying something, find out they can't buy it from you, and then have to go to another site to get it. So you don't want to take them down the path that just leads to the exit. You want to make sure that on that PLP, that inventory is up to date so that when they click on something, it's something you can provide them to keep them engaged, to keep them adding things to the cart. So we have live indexing systems where we take webhooks and say, hey, my inventory just changed, make sure it's updated. I don't want to run a whole product index that could take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour. I don't have time for that. I need that to be up to date. Work with, we have live indexing, work with your search partner and find out how are they keeping that up to date for you on those PLPs, because again, you don't want to be putting up exit doors. Okay, so we talked about making sure we put products on the page at all. We've talked about cleaning up the data to make sure that lots of products can come back, so they have lots of opportunities and the things that they click on are good to go. So how do we take that a step further, right? Their products, how do I make sure that the products I see, what's in that top line that I'm immediately engaged with visually, being the brain-rotted, absent-minded, like internet consumer that I am. I almost said alcohol consumer. Internet consumer that I am. How do you, in that fraction of a second where I'm like, yes or no, how do I say, okay, yeah, that's something I want? Or if I did a search, see the top, I'm like, nah, I don't like any of this, and I just disappear. You can use lots of different merchandising tools to do that. SearchSpring, all-in-one enhancement across the board. Our mission statement is to give merchandisers superpowers, to put lots of capability in your hand, to use our algorithms, use our AI-powered tools, but also give you a lot of control as a merchandiser to say, in this context, I want this banner, and I want this here. I want this banner in this slot in line on a product tile. But when they search this, I want different banners to trigger. I want different products to be boosted based on different rules. Like on my sale page, I might be doing by, sale price or inventory. But on a collection page, like new arrivals, I might say, okay, well, I'm just going to I want to boost things that just came out. So I'm going to boost things based on days since published or something like that. Spend some time working with that to make sure you're catering that experience to the intention of the shop. They clicked on new arrivals. They clicked on sale. What do they care about? What are they going to, why are they there? Think about that and then use that to ensure that you get that click-through rate. You actually have a lot of time to do this. BFCM is getting longer and longer every year. Pretty soon it's going to be like a whole quarter. But in that month of November, probably, merchandisers are going to have a lot of time to engage with shoppers and see how shoppers are engaging those pages. We use A/B testing for all of these merchandising campaigns that we do that can be triggered in different contexts. So you can say, okay, I want this one to work this way, or maybe I'll have these banners when they search for shoes, I'll point them to the shoe sale page, or maybe I'll promote a new brand. Like what's going to earn me more money at the end? You run that for some period of time, and then we'll display to you your conversion rate and the number of transactions and the number of views it got. And based on that, you can say, okay, well, this one makes me more money, so that's what I'm going to do. In the time leading up to BFCM, before that critical weekend where it really spikes, I would say use that opportunity to study shopper traffic and behavior this year. Last year is useful. A lot changes in a year now. So look at what shoppers are looking toward, look what's getting their attention and getting them engaged once they're on your site, and use that data to inform your merchandising strategy on that weekend. Yeah, so we have, what else? Badges, other visual events, elements, time-limited offers, create urgency. But I also want to think about just sort of prolonging the journey, right? Recommendations, widgets are good. Cross-sell, upsell is good. Every time that I'm on a given page in a collection, I should have an opportunity, especially when I'm on your cart page, before I check out, I should have an opportunity to dive deeper into your catalog, not to change my mind, to expand on what I'm buying. So our recommendations, we have, I think, a dozen different profiles, cross-sell, upsell, bundling, all that, for how you might want to engage them. But if you're recommending the right things, if you're using our personalization, I think we've seen a lot of really good statistics about how powerful personalization and AI is right now. These personalized recommendations are getting on the page. They click again, and there's this recursive pattern of engagement with your products. It just goes deeper and deeper, and page after page. And every time they see a new page, more opportunity for them to see a product and go, wait a minute, I didn't even know I wanted that, but what is that? And then click on it. So just keep pulling them in further for as long as they'll go. But use these tools, personalization, recommendations. That's how you're going to drive up not only conversion, but AOV. And AOV matters a lot. Sorry, I'm going to keep going here because I'm speaking from a point of passion and we have time to consider, other speakers. So lastly, I want to think, okay, we've talked about the site and some of the stuff that you can do on there. And I think, again, this is sort of probably just a primer 101 on merchandising and e-commerce in general, if you have a shop. But beyond on-site discoverability and your omni-channel strategy, and I think that really falls in line with a lot of the things that we've been talking about here today. I guess more from my technical side of things, if you can, try and find a way to audit your site for SEO. And you have been doing it, do it again. Also look at Core Web Vitals reports. And if you don't know what Core Web Vitals is, then we can chat later, or you can talk to, ask ChatGPT. That'll guide you right through. Just to make sure that your site itself has the most exposure. All these strategies that I've touched on and I haven't even scratched the surface on, none of it really matters if customers aren't landing on your site, right? If they're going to a customer site instead, it doesn't matter whose price is better. You need to get them on there first. Extend your reach via email and SMS marketing. This is one bullet point on one slide. And again, it's been amazing to listen to the insights from Attentive and Akendo and Triple Whale on some of these broader marketing strategies and how they're going to impact your engagement. And yeah, have a consistent, recognizable market strategy across all channels. We have an integration with Intelligent Reach, which has hundreds of connectors to different ad platforms like TikTok and Instagram, etc. And we highly encourage you to get on those to get people onto your site. So key takeaways: site reliability matters probably more than anything. If your site doesn't work, no one can give you money, even if they want to. On top of that, make sure things are discoverable at all, and make sure you're showing your shoppers the thing that they will actually click on and buy. And engage customers across all channels, bring them to your store. Thank you very much. And if there are any questions, I'll be happy to come back later or answer them.
That was amazing, Michael. Thank you so much. We actually do have a couple questions in the chat, but since we're coming up on time, if you want to take those in the chat, that would be fantastic. And before I let you go, we're going to go ahead and choose your giveaway winner for today. All right, so today's giveaway winner is Brooke Newman. Congratulations, Brooke. You will be taking home a $75 Visa gift card courtesy of SearchSpring. Congratulations. Amazing. Thank you so much for joining us today, Michael. We'll chat soon.
Thank you.
Okay, friends, we have made it to our last presenter today. So joining me up on stage now is Christy from Recharge. Hello, Christy. How are you, love?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
Doing fabulous. Everyone, Christy is the head of product marketing over at Recharge. And if you want to go ahead and pull up your screen, my love, I will go ahead and hand it off to you.
Yes. Thank you. Here we go. All right. Can everyone see my screen? Yeah. All right, everyone. Hi, I'm Christy Audison. I'm tuning in from my home in foggy San Francisco. I think most of the world is pretty sunny right now, but we always get a nice layer of fog. So anyone from San Francisco, please say hello in the chat. I'll wave to you. All right. So as Mia said, I lead the product marketing team at Recharge. We are the #1 subscription management solution. And at Recharge, we really, really try, especially on the marketing side, to remember who we are as consumers, so we can make sure that we're building the right products so you can make your products a part of people's everyday lives. If you think about a subscription, it's a routine. It's something that people do every day. It's something that people rely on. So I always think about things this way, and this kind of took me on a journey to think about how I interact with Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So I'm gonna go through a few things before I share my tips. All right. So I want you to take yourself back to the early aughts. Sharper Image was still a really cool place to buy a gift. I don't think they exist anymore, but maybe they do. I don't know. Amazon and PayPal had recently been founded. And we were kind of just starting to begin to shop online. We were starting to get comfortable with it. It was starting to be something that wasn't scary or weird or felt scammy. And it's crazy to think this really wasn't that long ago. It was the goods and services economy. It was a time when the very, very first Cyber Monday happened in 2005, and suddenly you could shop at home on Thanksgiving in your PJs. It was really exciting. So obviously, we transitioned from that period and we moved into the attention economy. We saw a rise of social media. We prioritized these digital experiences, and we started to have a lot more options. And it became really fun to discover and try new products. And we saw a lot of people kind of come into the fold to help guide us, right? We saw influencers share their favorite products. We saw brands recommend what products go together. And they did all this on Black Friday, Cyber Monday. It was not an exception. And we started to see that Friday, Cyber Monday actually started to become a little bit more global. We see now that 50 to 60% of the of countries take part. So this has led us to where we are today. We have an abundance of choices. There's so much market noise. It's become a little bit overwhelming, right? So this competition has extended Black Friday, Cyber Monday. I think we've heard that a few times today, right? Brands are responding by starting their sales earlier. You all are starting sometimes in October. We see 56% of brands start their sales in October. That's pretty crazy. So we have all this chaos, we have all this noise, we have all this choice, and making sure you're picturing a quality product as part of your life and part of your routine and enhancing your life is really the way that you anchor someone in their routine and anchor them and provide clarity so that you can win their dollar. And that's going to help them make the decision to shop with you instead of another brand, right? We've heard a lot about customization, personalization today, and I'm going to continue to drive this point home for you all, right? You need to know your customers deeply so they want to spend money with you and they make the choice to spend money with you. And that's delivering not just on the products and all the promotions that you have during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, but delivering on the promises, right? The brand promise. That's a promise for shinier hair or healthier pets or, a better skincare routine. At the end of the day, the very most important thing for you to think about is convenience and value. You need to sit at the intersection of those two things. Consumers do want to make better choices. They want the better cleaning supplies that's not Clorox and is going to make you sneeze and make you sick. They want the blue land, right? They want the stuff that's going to enhance their routines, make their lives better, and they don't want to think too hard about it, right? And that's what you need to do. You need to make sure that you're highlighting your brand promise and you're removing the friction from your customers' everyday lives. So subscriptions are really the intersection of convenience and value, right? The best products right when you need them, conveniently, always the same product. You're getting something that you love and you're excited about delivered to your doorstep. So it's probably no surprise that I'm going to come in here and talk about how subscriptions are a good solution for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. It helps you achieve staying power long after the holiday is over. Your main goal is probably to maximize sales, to really capitalize on this really high traffic time period of the year. But I have an opportunity here. I went through our data of from last year and I really tried to figure out, what we could do to help you all out during this season. And we saw that we saw a ton of new subscriptions during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, 1.3 million new subscriptions. But subscriptions only accounted for 5% of our checkouts for our customers. That's it, 5%. So there's a huge opportunity here. You can focus on your subscription strategy and you can increase this percentage of 5% to maybe 10% or 12%, hopefully 20%. But the real reason why I'm talking about this is because subscribers are more valuable than non-subscribers. Subscribers are actually worth 3 times the amount of revenue in just the first year alone than a non-subscriber. So I'm going to give you 4 tips to make sure that you nail your subscriptions this season and you can make sure that you have these customers long after the holidays over. All right, so my first tip for you is to make subscriptions the star of your website. How do you accomplish that? Well, you make sure that your program is visible at every step in the journey. From the moment a customer lands on your website, right? We talked about all these acquisition strategies today, but really making sure that this experience comes through when a customer comes to your website is really, really important. So you want that subscription to follow them through the entire journey, right? If they miss it on the homepage, make sure they see it on the PDP. They miss it on the PDP, make sure it's in the cart. If they miss it in the cart, make sure they can still change to a subscription at checkout. And if they miss it there, you can have, email campaigns that direct them to the benefits of your subscription program. So I'm going to give you some examples. The first, this is my favorite one. It's probably the most basic, but making sure that you have a subscription landing page and your subscription offering is in your nav is really, really important. This calls customers' attention to your subscription program and makes sure that they know what the benefits and the value proposition of your program are. All right, this is a hotly debated topic, but setting subscriptions as a default actually can increase your subscriber rate by 30 to 40%. That's huge. And that's going to be really important during this high traffic time of year, right? And I'm going to say this first. I'll say it maybe again here, but making sure you test things is really important. No two brands are the same. So sometimes approaches don't always work the way that you think they will. So make sure you test this and make sure you're getting feedback from your customers on if setting subscription as a default works or not. And speaking of testing, setting subscription as a default is something that I recommend, but we just launched a new widget and you can actually build an A/B test within the widget. So you can actually test setting a subscription as default and setting a subscription not by default, but just the one-time purchase. And then with this widget builder, you can also customize about 20 different options. That's colors, borders, layout, without the need for any custom code. We're making tools that are easier for marketers to use without the reliance on agencies or the reliance on developers. And it's really easy for you to test and customize these things. You can also add any sort of reasons that someone might want to subscribe, or you can answer commonly asked questions right here on the PDP. All right, one thing I'm really, really excited about, and this is hot off the press. Most of you probably haven't heard about this yet, but Recharge is a new checkout upsell feature. We're building a bunch of different features into the customer journey so people could easily upgrade to a subscription at any point in that journey, like I talked about here. So this makes it very easy for a customer to upgrade from that one-time product to a subscription without even leaving the checkout. And as I said, this is hot off the press. So if you want to talk to me about it, feel free to message me. I'll drop my email in as well, or you can just follow along with Recharge. We have tons of announcements coming, especially on LinkedIn. So you can easily follow along and see if this is going to be a good fit for your brand. All right, my second tip for you is to surprise and delight your customers as much as you realistically can afford, right? Customers want to feel seen, they want to feel appreciated, they want to feel loved by brands. And they want to give their hard-earned disposable income to you. But you need to make it appealing for them. You need to make them feel special. So this is something that you should all think about and think about what makes sense for your brand. That could be a loyalty campaign, could be free gifts, it could be credits, it could even be birthday cards, right? So to drill down a little bit deeper on this tip here, I want you to surprise and delight your subscribers. I talked about subscribers being the most valuable customer, right? They're worth 3 times the amount as a non-subscriber. So you can actually use Recharge to offer these flexible perks like credits and cashback and free gifts. This is built directly into the product. We're just about to launch a feature that allows you to even offer rewards for one-time customers and hopefully get them to become a subscriber at some point. So a thing that we're recommending for Black Friday, Cyber Monday is considering adding like a pay it forward gift, encouraging all of your subscribers to share the subscription that they love with their loved ones. All right, my third tip is to listen to your customers. There is a mountain of data. We've talked about data a lot today, right? And it exists in all these different places. You have support chats, you have cancellation reasons and notes, you have website user tests and focus groups and your social media channels. So I would never, ever rely completely on your internal assumptions. You have this data available to you. You should be using it. And it could be hard to let go of this brilliant idea that you cooked up and you're really excited about that doesn't quite align with what your customers want. And that idea could be great, but if it's not resonating with your customers, it is time to let it go. So you gather this data, you segment this data, you action on this data. Customers will tell you in so many different ways what they want, what they need, what's confusing to them. I always tell people to think about their cancellation reasons when they're going through and making any sort of changes to their products or website. And it's up to you to listen to your customers and to do something about it. So one thing, if we drill down a little bit more into subscriptions here, I work with a bunch of amazing brands, talk to brands all day. And one of the things that they always talk about is collecting cancellation reasons in an effective way. So in Recharge, you can actually set up cancellation flows, and these flows can help you understand why your customers are canceling. They can add notes. You can set up as many cancellation reasons as you want, and you can fully customize these to your products in your store. And while you're getting a lot of great insights, you can also make sure that you have offers that align to each one of these cancellation reasons. You can set this up so easy. I think a third grader could do it. And it's quick. You can do it directly in Recharge. And each of these reasons can help you mitigate some of this churn. So, for example, you can set discounts if someone says it's too expensive, of course. You can swap other products in if they're saying that they don't like the flavor. It's kind of sky's the limit, and you could set this up directly in a canvas within Recharge. Finally, I want to encourage you all to set up a contingency plan. Customers are going to subscribe, and there's going to be some churn. There's always going to be some churn during Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So this is also very new to Recharge, but you're going to gain a bunch of subscribers. You're going to lose a bunch of subscribers, but we want to help you win back those subscribers in an effective way. So we have a new product. It's called Winbacks. It's part of our Retain package, and it helps you test personalized reactivation offers, and it gives you this one-click option for customers to come right back into their subscription. No one remembers their random password to some direct-to-consumer brand. So it's really, really important for you to make it extremely easy for them to resubscribe, right? And you have this wealth of knowledge from all of your cancellation reasons. So you can actually tailor your campaigns to the cancellation reasons, the reason why someone maybe left their subscription. And you can make sure that they're getting a offer and a landing page that's directed at them and personalized to them. So I hope these tips help you really dial in your subscription strategy for this Black Friday, Cyber Monday. And I'm really excited to go out there and shop and see what you all do. Thanks for having me.
That was so great, Christy. There's so many amazing questions in the chat. So if you want to go ahead and drop in your email, since we are up on time right now, so some folks can reach out to you and you can help them out with some of their questions. But this presentation was amazing. I learned so much. I loved what you were saying about making the subscription offering your default option on your landing page or on your checkout page. That always works for me as a consumer. So I'm sure that's definitely something that brands should try out if they haven't already. So amazing presentation. And before I let you go, we're going to go ahead and choose your giveaway winner. So everyone, Recharge is giving away a Blue Land gift card. So I'm going to go ahead and just scroll through and choose our winner today. And our winner today is Alex Walters. Congratulations, Alex. You will be taking home a Blue Land gift card. Yay. Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, everyone. Before I let y'all go, there is just one more thing that I'm going to go over real quick. Okay, so I hope y'all enjoyed today's webinar. If you did, we have more. We host our whale watching webinars multiple times per month. So the next one that we have coming up is all about how your brand can master your customer retention and maximize sales. And I'm going to go ahead and drop the RSVP link in the chat so you guys can go ahead and secure your spot there. And just as a reminder, everyone, the recording will be sent out to everyone. So if there was anything that you missed, or you want to, take some more screenshots, whatever it may be, you will definitely be able to once you receive that recording. And yeah, with that said, everyone, I hope y'all had an amazing time. It was such a pleasure being your host, and I will catch you on the next whale watching webinar. Goodbye, everyone.